These things are like sealed. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a new video. This time around I'm doing the $20 makeup challenge that was like really popular back in the day. That's one of the first videos that I've ever made, but this time around I have bought a lot of things from shopmissa and they are $1. So this video is kind of cheating because it is very easy to achieve a $20 like entire face with products from shopmissa, but I wanted to do this anyways, and then I will feature a haul of all the products that I purchased from shopmissa because I have acquired quite a bit and I'm just setting them aside and actually not like use them. So stay tuned for the shopmissa haul after this video to show you the rest of the products that I purchased. It's not a lot of the lashes. I don't really remember who started the tag, so I apologize for that, but the whole premise is that you were left in an island and then you only had $20 or something, and then that's all the money you can spend to do an entire face. That is including the tools and everything else that you need to put on your face. So you can't cheat, so you basically have to use your hands if you don't have enough in your budget with the $20 to spend on your face. With that said, I think I have a pretty nice collection of products here that I wanted to try, so hopefully they are good because I don't know. Spent maybe 20 minutes just popping open the seals of this because they were all very tightly sealed, which is a nice thing, but I don't know. So this is going to be like first impressions at the same time because I've never tried these products. So the first product here is the AOA Satin Buildable Foundation. I have this in the shade Soft Tan, so I hope it works. And I actually purchased just 2 brushes from them. I know I didn't need to, but I wanted to like stay true to this challenge. So I got this set. This was $2, so they were $1 each. So I'm gonna use this one. This is the High Def Buffer Brush, and then I'll use that to apply this guy. So we shall see how this looks. I'm hoping it's okay. I'm just gonna apply it on one side so I could see what the coverage is like. I don't have a primer. I just have my moisturizer on my face. So, okay, the color is okay. I'm hoping it doesn't oxidize. Soft Tan is a little too peachy, but it doesn't have a weird scent or anything, and this brush is actually really nice. This was $1. This like rivals my IT Cosmetics buffing brush that I've been using consistently. Okay, so this is one side with this foundation, and then the other side. So the coverage is okay. Like, it's almost non-existent, but it almost just gave my skin a little bit of color. Okay, so this is what the coverage is looking like. So I would say this is pretty sheer, and I'm gonna try to build it up. So I'll do another layer just on, like, I have a few acne scars and then on my cheeks to see if that will improve. We'll see. But so far, like, I don't hate it. I think it looks okay. I mean, it's just barely there coverage, but it's, you know, evening out my complexion a little bit. So you can still see that spot right here on my chin. So I mean, I think it covered a little, but this is definitely a sheer foundation. Okay, so I think that's as good as it gets with the coverage with this foundation, so we're just going to move on. And then for concealer, I have this one, which is the AOA Natural Finish Concealer, and the shade that I got is in Buff, and it says it's good for all skin types, non-drying, creamy, and long-lasting. So we'll see how it is. One thing to know about AOA products is that it's so cute. Look at that. It says Papa right there. It's just so adorable. Oh, I squeezed way too much of that product. I got too excited. Hold on. Okay, this is really light. I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it in. Given how tan the foundation is, this concealer is looking a bit too bright, but I'll just use this foundation brush to blend it in. to give it more color. I think that works pretty well. So far that concealer was just not the right shade, but it's pretty sheer and I think it blended pretty well. I'm not mad at it, it's just not the right shade, so it's not really like concealing and I put way too much. To set my face, I picked up the AOA Perfect Pressed Powder in Banana, so I'm hoping this should be okay, but this doesn't have like a puff on it. I mean, I could use the foundation brush, but I actually have enough in my budget. So I'm using this Cala angled contour brush, but I'm going to use it as a powder brush and a blush brush. So this is what that brush looks like. It's a pretty nice diameter brush. It's slightly angled and the little handle is pretty cool too. So I'm just going to use that to set my face. I'm going to start with my eyes. Also, this brush is nice. It's really soft for $1. Not complaining, and I really like the little handle. So far, I'm actually really liking the powder. It's not like super powdery, and I think it's setting everything really nicely. For bronzer slash contour, I picked up this AOA Sculpting Stick. I don't remember if I saw a powdered bronzer on the side, so I just picked this up. I will put down the shade. Okay, so this is pretty gray. I was hoping this is gonna, like, it looks really warm on the tube, but it's translating really gray on me. I'm just gonna use the foundation brush to blend it out since I don't have a powder product. Okay, so this product smells like crayon. Like very, very crayon. Ugh, I do not like the scent of this. I would definitely pass on this. It's their Sculpt FX contour stick if you're sensitive to smell, because this smells gnarly. So for blush, I have this AOA Perfect Blush. The color is Wispy. I actually picked up a cream one, but I prefer powder, so I'm using the powder one. So this shade is like a pretty coral. So I'm gonna use the powder brush that I used earlier. Maybe you should stay instead of turning around. Very pretty. It's not super pigmented. You know how some blushes, when it's like really pigmented, that you have to be careful to not pick up too much product. This is not too heavy and it's giving me enough color. So I thought I picked up a highlighter, but I guess I didn't. So I'm just going to use this AO Baked eyeshadow. This one is in Stone, which is a strange name because it's kind of like a light purple. So I'm just going to use my finger to apply this. So this is a pretty shade. I think I can use that as a highlight. Just put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. So the complexion's pretty much done, so now we're going to move on to the eyes. So for my eyebrows today, I picked up the AOA Slim Brow. I actually picked up the other one too, but I wanted to use this one for this video. So you basically have a skinny liner and then it has a spoolie on one end. So if this is a good product, this is my first time using this. If this is a good product, this is a really good value because it's only $1. And if this rivals like high-end, the shade that I got is in dark brown, so I think that's the only thing, is that this is a red based brown. So if you can see that it's like slightly red on the edges, so it's just the shade. Again, for this one I would have probably preferred to get maybe like the black shade, because then when it blended out it probably won't have that red undertone. But for the most part, it's a pretty nice one. It's not super skinny, but I think it's skinny enough to be pretty precise for your eyebrows. But for $1, I'm not mad at it. So I didn't have enough in my $20 budget for a brow setting product, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And I don't have an eye primer either, so I'm just gonna use the concealer as my eye primer. I usually use eye primer all the time because I have really oily lids, and I know a lot of people just use concealer, but I find that concealers crease on me as an eye primer, so I always use products that are made to prime for oily lids. So today's look is going to be just a one eyeshadow look because I didn't pick up a palette, so we're just going to use this one. This shade is called Cubano. It's their Wonder eyeshadow because I love big shadows and I wanted to try. I bought like 5 of them, so I'm just going to use this shade. And then again, so this is the brush, the $1 brush that I picked up together with the other one. So I'm gonna, okay, this is really pigmented. That's why I like baked eyeshadows, because I feel like it's hard to get baked shadows wrong. So I'm just gonna blend that in. It's a pretty shade. It's definitely going to work as a one eyeshadow look. This product worked really well for a one eyeshadow look, and since we used this purple one, the shade called Stone, as a highlight, I'm gonna just use that to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. So for liner, I picked up the AOA Wonder Liquid Liner. We'll see how it is. I'm excited. Actually, I didn't even check if these got good reviews, so okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, so this is a brush applicator, which I'm already excited about because brush applicators work so well, and I just love brush applicators in general compared to felt tip. This brush applicator is nice, but it's really long. I feel like it's a little too long and it's a little bit hard to maneuver, and for someone who is used to a brush tip applicator. So the wings for this eye turned out way better than this. This is just a little too long, so I might have to just fix that a little bit. Hold on. So I fixed my wing, so I'm a lot happy with that. They're a little bit more even. And as far as my thoughts on a liquid liner, I think the brush is just a little too flimsy. It's nice because it's a nice long brush tip, but it's a little flimsy to maneuver around the eyes. But if you're in a pinch, it still works. So that's my only complaint. But the liner is really black. It didn't skip, so that's pretty good. I can't really tell you about the longevity yet because it's the first time I'm using this, but if you wanted to know, I'll check back with you later. So to finish off this eye look, I did pick up an eyelash curler because I wanted to be true to this challenge. And then I picked up the AOA Fat Lash Mascara to finish off the eye look. So you'll see how that is. I am very picky with my eyelash curler. My favorite one is my Tarte one because it's very bouncy and I feel like it really covers my entire eye. I think this one worked pretty good, but I really had to get in there and it kind of pinched my eyes. I mean, it's only $1. Again, it still works, but it's not my favorite, but I'm not gonna be picky about it. So this is the mascara one for the fat lash. It's a nice rubber bristle. It almost reminds me of the brush for the CoverGirl Lash Blast, so we'll see what the formula is like. So this is definitely a natural lash formula. So if you can see my left eye and then my right eye. So this is one coat of the mascara. So we shall see how it builds up with 2 coats. I really like the wand though. It's really getting into my individual lashes and separating them. So that's nice. I think just the formula is just a little too thin for my liking. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit and do a second coat to see how, if it builds my lashes some more. So this is with 2 coats of the mascara. I think it's not bad. The formula is a lot thinner, so, and I don't know how this wears. So I'm hoping this doesn't run everywhere because it's really hot out. So for lipstick, I picked up this AOA Studio lipstick. The shade is called Shore, so it's really pretty. Okay, that's really hard to turn. Okay, mine's already broken. It's not turning. And the little thingamabobber came off. So it's going to be stuck in the bullet. Hold on. Come on, little guy. Don't fail me. Okay, so she's stuck there. So we're just going to apply it like that. So it's definitely more sheer. I thought it was going to give me a little bit more color, but this is what we have. If I had another lipstick shade, I would definitely change it, but we're stuck with this because this is a $20 makeup challenge. But it's not bad. I think it's just a little too pale for what my liking is. I did reserve enough to wear lashes. I'm contemplating because this is $1.88 and this is $1.55, and I made it enough in the budget with the $20 to include this. But I feel like the lashes look pretty good, but for the sake of this video, I will put it on. This 3D faux mink lashes, and this one is in Haley. And then I picked up the super strong eyelash adhesive from AOA, so we shall see how this is. This look is pretty much done, but we're going to go all out with lashes and everything. So the lash band on these lashes are pretty thick, so I'm hoping they're okay. And then I don't have tweezers to apply this. Technically I would, you know, if I already had it, but it's not included in the budget, so we're not going to use tweezers, and I usually apply lashes with tweezers, so wish me luck that this turns out okay. Since this lash band is really thick, it just kind of blended everything in, but it looks pretty natural, but I can really feel it though, and I think it's the way I positioned it. If I had tweezers, I feel like I would have applied this better, but I just used my hands, my fingers, and it's not as precise. I think it's just a little too close to my inner corner, but this is the difference. It's a pretty good difference, huh? But I feel like out of all the lashes that they had, this is like the most natural looking one that I found, because I did pick up the other ones, and the other ones are like really long and really crazy looking, so we're just gonna work with this. This one in particular feels really heavy, and I can really feel it. Like when I blink, I see it. And I think it's just the way I positioned it on my eyes. So this is the completed look. The lashes feel really, really heavy. It's definitely not a natural feeling lashes. I can feel it, and I feel like it's bothering me quite a bit. But before I go, I'll summarize what I used for the day and the amount. So I used the lash glue and the lashes. The lash glue was $1.88. The lashes were $1.55. The foundation was $1.88, which is the Satin Buildable foundation. Concealer was $1.55. So these were the only ones that were over $1. Everything else was $1. So that's $7 for the 4 items. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17, 18, 19, and then the lipstick makes 20. So that was the perfect $20 for this $20 makeup challenge. Shop Miss A edition, which was not too hard to do because everything is $1 or a little over $1. So that was very, very easy to do. So I am doing this challenge again with regular items, and that one is a lot more challenging because everything else is a lot more expensive nowadays, so keep an eye out for that. I will do a video with that, and with that there'll be like no tools or maybe 1 or 2 tools because it won't make the budget at all. I hope you guys found this helpful. I will see you guys on my next video, and let me know what else I need to check out from Shop Miss A. Keep an eye out for my Shop Miss A haul since I've just been keeping these items on the side. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!